Hello. Okay, my name is Simon Lee. I'm from the United States of America, and I'm teaching in Poland. I love Poland. The reason I chose Poland is because I have family history with this country. Also, I think my options at my age were Cambodia and Poland, and I think my parents were not going to accept me moving from the United States of America to Cambodia for the first time to live abroad for any significant period of time. So Poland is it. I live in Warsaw, and what I love most about Warsaw is the urban planning that's taken place. I really believe that you're probably about a kilometer away from anything you need max. And you might be 2 kilometers away from a metro stop, which just means that you're within a kilometer of a bus stop, which is going to take you right to the metro. So it's fantastic. I really do. I really do love that aspect. You can be in one block and feel like you're in a major metropolis and take a left and be in what feels like a forest oasis in the middle of the city. It's amazing. And the little paths and tuckways, and it gets my imagination going. I love it. I feel very safe. I've been out using public transportation late at night, very early in the morning, and have never felt even the need to kind of get my spidey sense up at all. I went downtown Warsaw on Independence Day with massive crowds and people marching in the streets. Felt completely safe. It never felt like anything was risky or out of control. I saw families enjoying themselves too. So it was, I feel 100% safe all of the time. I love the kids. They are all eager, fun, and their unique personalities are interesting to me. To watch the interaction between them and their families is also fun. The cultural differences between students, my experience with students here and students in the U.S. is completely different. I've said before that in a lot of ways, I view Warsaw and Poland generally kind of having a 1980s USA feel to it. And perhaps that's just because that's when I was growing up. But the students, generally speaking, are much more respectful, and you get an opportunity to teach. It's less about discipline and much more just about teaching the material to people who are eager to learn it. Well, I dropped my cell phone, this one, so you know how the story ends. I dropped this cell phone in the metro, right on the tracks. And before it hit the tracks, it was kind of resting on the door of the metro. And as I reached down to get the phone, the door started to close, and it was almost like slow motion. I could see it tilting it sideways, and it's going to drop. And just before my hands reach the phone, somebody jerks me from behind, and it's a man. In Polish, I think he's trying to save my life. At which point I watch the phone drop onto the tracks, and I look at the man. I'm dejected, and he realizes I don't speak Polish, and in his English, he says that he'll take me to a phone. He makes a call. He says that they'll turn the tracks off at 10 o'clock at night and that I can get my phone the next day at a station way across town after 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, that's not cutting it for me. I don't think I'm going to be away from my phone for 36 hours. It's just not a good plan for me. So I get out of the metro. I go to the closest grocery store, which another great thing about the metro in Warsaw, there's grocery stores every half block. So I go to the store and I get me a broomstick and 2 broomsticks and 2 squeegees. And I'm going to fish the phone out of the tracks myself. I'm in the process of doing that, and I have the phone. All I have to do is get it over, and somebody grabs me from behind and jerks me back again, saving my life. The Polish people are so nice. Two random strangers attempted to, quote, save my life at the metro station. Needless to say, the phone then fell further onto the tracks. I scooped it off, swept it off. The guard came. I think because of the scene that I created, I was able to actually come back the next morning at 5 a.m., talk to the station manager, and get my phone. From start to current, every step of the way. First, I would say that I found the orientation week indispensable. There are so many things I learned from the orientation week alone that I fall back on all day, every day, whether it's metro management with the subway system, or if it's all the way through immigration and mail and whatnot. It's dense, and it's a dense process. The immigration process is dense. It's not easy. But my experience with any government outfit in the U.S. or the county or the city is not an easy process. So the language barrier makes it more difficult for me, obviously. However, again, I know I have a partner every step of the way. So down to sending me a sample that I can print out of this is what it's supposed to look like when you're finished with it is a great help to me, because otherwise it's just blank. Also, with the placement process, it was very easy. I think it was 5 weeks, maybe a month tops, something in that ballpark. Yes, I would recommend English Wizards 100%. I do already. Whatever you think you need to pack, cut it in half. I'm not kidding you. That's one piece of advice. The other piece of advice I would give somebody is to really not be afraid to lean on the program. It's nice to know that I have a network of people in Poland, especially after 1 week of the orientation. I now have friends dotted throughout the country that if I want to travel to another city in the country, I know I can have lunch or dinner with somebody. I have lunch and dinner regularly with people I went through orientation with who are here, who are teaching in Warsaw. So my advice is to really embrace the aspects that are offered. It's like any other, English Wizards to me is kind of like any other relationship. The more you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. And that's the bottom line.